Hello, what's up you guys? It's been a minute since we talked some waist training. So you guys, today I wanted to do more of an in-depth video on how to pick out a waist trainer, what are benefits of waist training, what to look for in a good waist trainer. I've been waist training for years and years, and you guys, I gotta let you know, I fell off for a few months. If some of you guys haven't been keeping up with my life, I transitioned from, working in the office, then COVID happened, then I quit my job, and now I've been working for myself, so a lot of life transitions, and I just fell off with waist training, but I'm back. It's time to lose some inches for summer, and waist training is my favorite way to do that. I always see really great results really quickly when I'm waist training frequently and consistently, so I definitely love waist training. The waist trainer I'm wearing today is by Yana. It's on Amazon. I'll have it linked in the description box below. I've called out this waist trainer so many times because it is the best Amazon waist trainer I have found. I've tried probably 10 to 15 different Amazon waist trainers, and I always come back to this one because it's high quality and it's affordable. I believe this waist trainer is $30, and I sized down with this waist trainer. I like my waist trainers to fit kind of like extremely tight at the beginning because, I want to get the most use out of them. So if I have to struggle a little bit to get it on the first clasp at the beginning, that's cool with me. So yeah, I sized down and I find that it's the perfect fit for me. I am 38 inches, 32, and 42, so that's just for sizing reference, and I got a size large. So yeah, that's just kind of for reference if you guys want to check out this waist trainer. This one does have like, I think 20 or 25 steel bones in it, so I would pick that one as well. There's a few different styles. Boning is super important in a waist trainer because it's what's keeping everything upright. It's keeping your posture lifted and keeping everything like really intact and structured. So yeah, keep that in mind. If your waist trainer you have currently, you can like fully bend down, you don't want it. Get you one of these. So besides this waist trainer, I have an all-time favorite waist trainer, and it is by Curve Sculpting. It's got these little divots right here for your boobs, and it's actually a little bit smaller in the back, so you don't get this bunch of back fat. With the traditional waist trainer, I really do find that this drives me crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I have to wear looser shirts because the back fat bulges out up the top. But with the Curve Sculpting waist trainer, it's a little bit smaller in the back, so you don't get that massive bulge of back fat. So yeah, pick your battles. This one is like a custom waist trainer. It's from Australia. They're Australia based. It's super high quality. She is a little pricier, so this one, it will do the job for a newbie. Like I would say, if you are just getting into waist training, maybe start out with something like this. And if you are waist training every day consistently, invest in a nice piece like this because this is going to look a little bit more flattering than this back fat situation that I have going on, okay? Okay, so now that I've explained kind of my favorite waist trainers, let's get into the benefits that I find from waist training. So the first one for me is it helps really slim down my waist, like very quickly. Like if I'm consistent for about 3 days, I'm noticing dramatic differences in like the appearance of my waist. Lower belly is not so prominent. I'm just slimming down very quickly, and I think that's because it is like molding my body. It's definitely giving me a nice hourglass shape, but it's also kind of the side effects of how you're eating, what you're drinking, and stuff like that. When I'm waist training, I can't overeat in a waist trainer or else I'm gonna feel sick, It's gonna be like I'm bulging out of this thing that won't let me bulge out of it. It's gonna feel super uncomfortable to overeat in a waist trainer. So I tend to eat healthier options when I'm waist training, and I don't feel like overly full or sick or nauseous. So yeah, that's the main thing, is I'm like overall eating so much better. I'm more conscious about what I'm putting into my body because I know I can't overeat in a waist trainer. So when I'm wearing my waist trainer consistently, my waist is just getting so much smaller. I will say, I think it does shape my body. I used to be much more square, and It could be because I'm getting older or whatever it is, but I think waist training definitely has made my waist look a little bit more curvy. It sits in more on the side. I have very small hips, so anything I can do to slim my waist right here is what I'm trying to do. So besides the appetite control, the eating control, I think another benefit that has totally changed the game for me is my posture. And people are probably like, oh, posture doesn't really matter all that much, but it matters a lot, you guys. People with good posture look more confident, they look more approachable, they look sexier. When you're sitting upright versus hunching over, you look sexier, you look confident. And so I love how my posture is after I'm wearing my waist trainer consistently. So I'm sitting in it right now. It's, you know, keeping me upright and lifted, keeping my shoulders back and my spine neutral. And then I go and take off my waist trainer and I'm staying the same way. It's just kind of training my posture to sit more upright, which I think is a huge benefit on its own. I just think it makes you look sexier. It makes, you know, you look slimmer because you're sitting more upright. Overall, it's just, that's probably one of the best parts of waist training to me, is the posture control. It really helps with back aches too. So if you're someone who sits at an office, or you're a student or something like that, and you're sitting over a computer like all day, get a waist trainer. It's going to change your life. I used to have a lot of back problems when I was working in the office. You know, you're hunched over a computer all day, and depending on where your monitor sits, it could be straining your neck. But when you're wearing a waist trainer and you're just sitting down, you're going to sit upright. It's forcing you to sit upright. Another benefit that a lot of you guys have told me about is if you have had a baby recently, helping pull those muscles back together, a waist trainer is going to help a lot with that. When women get pregnant, your abdominal muscles pull apart, so it makes room for the belly. So having a waist trainer kind of wrap you back up, it's going to help pull those muscles in together. So I can't speak on that one. I've never had a child, but either consult with a doctor or do your own research on that before you do it. But I know keeping those muscles pulled apart can't be good for you either. So I know a lot of women do postpartum wrapping or use a waist trainer, so that would also be a great benefit to help kind of pull everything back in and make you a little bit more comfortable. Okay, so now that we've talked about all the benefits, let's talk about some of your guys' common questions you guys have for me. The first one being, how long do I have to wear these? I would say when you just first get your waist trainer, I would say 4 hours. It's gonna feel uncomfortable. You're gonna be thinking about it all day. It feels uncomfortable when you first get into it, but your body gets used to it very, very quickly. I would say by day 3 or 4, you won't even notice you're wearing it. You might, you know, notice every once in a while, but it's gonna feel comfortable to you after a while. It's going to feel like it's supporting you, keeping you sucked in, helping with your back support. So after a while, I would probably say step it up to maybe like 6 hours. The max I would do is probably 8 hours. That's as long as I wore it. I would go into work, wear it. You know, sometimes I would take it off in the bathroom in the middle of the day if I didn't feel like wearing it, but I would typically wear it from like 7 to 3. So I would just say wear it when it works for you. If you're a student, wear it when you're studying. If you're a mom, wear it when you're like cleaning the house. If you go to an office job, wear it then. Wherever it feels comfortable. You can't be like sitting on the couch waist training. And another one you can't do is you can't sleep in your waist trainer. It does not give you those types of benefits. It's going to be incredibly uncomfortable. You're gonna have a horrible night's sleep and it's not gonna do anything. The whole point of waist training is being like around, walking around, you know, living your regular upright life and not sleeping in it. You're not going to get those same sort of benefits. I would say if you want something you can do in your sleep, I would do a little detox tea or, you know, something like that before bed. That's going to give you more benefits than wearing a waist trainer. You're just going to be crabby in the morning. So don't wear a waist trainer to bed. You're not going to get anything out of it. And another question I always get is, can I wear a waist trainer when I'm working out? And yes, you can. You know, you're going to be fine in it. I wouldn't say it's the most comfortable thing, because when you're wearing a waist trainer, it should fit tight, you know? It should fit tight, it should fit really fitted. And when I'm working out, I'm huffing and puffing, I'm breathing hard, and if anything's constricting my airway, that's a no-go for me. I'm not gonna have as good of a workout in. You also can't crunch in a waist trainer. Like, you can't do abs in a waist trainer. I would say heavy lifting where it kind of helps support your back, or maybe some light to moderate cardio, you can wear a waist trainer in. But if you're doing like a HIIT workout, you know, where you got to do a bunch of things and it's a really high intensity, I wouldn't wear something like this. I would wear like a sweat belt, okay? I love wearing the Sweet Sweat belt. I'll have it linked in the description box. I feel like this thing works really great for everyday like hard workouts, because you know, you're sweating in it, it's insulating your waist, so it's making you sweat more and lose some of that belly fat, but it's not as supportive as this. It's not anything that's going to restrict your airway, or it's going to make it hard for you to do certain activities. This is just like an extra layer of insulation. I also pair this with the Honey Bull Hot Gel. Love that stuff to death. I'll also have it linked. It just makes you sweat even that much more. So yeah, you can find tons of these. I would say that this is my favorite one. For some reason, it makes me sweat so much more than some of my other sweatbands I've had, but I've also been using sweatbands for years and years. I swear by them. You know, you pull them off and you are just dripping in sweat. I do have a full video review of the Sweet Sweat belt on my YouTube channel. I went for a workout and I showed you guys kind of the after effects, and it's crazy. You sweat like a pig. It's bananas. The next question I always get is like, when do you start seeing results? And I would say I start seeing results like immediately. Like probably like day 3 is when I'm noticing my waist is sitting slimmer. It's sitting a little bit more curvy. I am also kind of losing inches around my waist because I'm making healthier eating choices. I'm not overeating. When I'm waist training consistently, health game is on point. You know, I'm eating right because I'm conscious about how this is feeling on my waist. You know, is it sitting extra snug today? Okay, I better eat something a little bit more lean. So I think it's kind of a constant reminder of how your weight is sitting on your stomach when you're wearing a waist trainer. So I start seeing results day 3, but to really see like noticeable results, I would give it probably a month. I filmed it, but I didn't finish it. I was gonna do a 30-day challenge of waist training for 30 days straight, and something big, major in my life kind of came up, and I totally drafted that idea. But I was waist training for about 15 days, and I lost 2 inches in my waist. So it is something that, like, if you're doing consistently, you are gonna see results, but it has to be consistent. You can't waist train like twice a week and expect to get huge results and your body is transforming. It's just not how it's gonna go. It's a combination of wearing your waist training and like making healthier choices. But I feel like when I'm wearing my waist trainer, I'm definitely much more conscious of how I'm eating and, you know, what I'm putting into my body in general. So it's kind of a mix match of that. But don't get me wrong, you guys, like, even though it gives me really nice health benefits, it also makes me look and feel so confident, like when I'm wearing like a going out dress. I love wearing a waist trainer when I'm going out because look at the waist it gives me. Look at the shape. It's crazy. So sometimes I'll go ahead and throw like, you know, shapewear over top of this just to kind of smooth out this area, and I'll put a dress on and my body looks crazy. So I absolutely love wearing a waist trainer when I'm going out. It makes me feel super sexy, so snatched, so confident. I'm sitting up, I'm looking amazing. So I would definitely try that out if I were you. You know, just kind of, you gotta kind of fumble out with the back fat. That's the only part that might be a dead giveaway. But if you invest in a really nice piece of shapewear like curve sculpting, you're not going to have any back fat issues. So this one is the one I typically go out in if I'm wearing a waist trainer out, but you can get away with this. You probably just need another piece of shapewear on top of it to smooth out your back fat. But okay, you guys, so I think I answered all of the questions that I typically get on waist training, but if you guys have any other questions, please let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. But if any of you guys want to check out these waist trainers I've mentioned, they will all be linked in the description box below, along with the other videos and links I mentioned, but I hope this video helped you guys out. I highly recommend waist training. I love it so much, and if you guys decide to pick up a waist trainer, definitely tag me, help keep me accountable and motivated to put this sucker on. Sometimes I just forget and I'm like, dang it, I could, you know, I've been sitting here for hours. I could have been wearing my waist trainer. So yeah, I hope this helped, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.
There goes a sight from my soul.